Hi, if you had ever had a loved one or somebody you know that worked at Gerber Nestle, um, such as a plumber, especially an electrician, a janitor, or a regular employee, or if you have had uh, a baby come down with cancer or a disability and wanted some answers, I've got something to let you know. You know, Gerber Nestle is full of scandals. They cover them up as much as they can. If something goes on around there, they tell the employees not to talk to the news people, that they will take care of it. Do not talk to the news people. Well, they also hire contractors to do jobs and stuff inside the plant. But before they let them inside the plant, what happens, they go through a routine of papers that they have to sign. And one of the papers is a confidentiality paper that they have to sign, so when they leave, they can't talk about things that happen there. I've been an inside man for 29 and a half years there, and I know what goes on and what has happened there, and I know a lot of things, and I'll be making a lot more videos. But this comes down to hazard chemicals being leaked into the groundwater surface, groundwater. They have had a leak. They had a leak in one of the drain pipes for years. When they found out, they had construction workers come in and fix it. Hazard chemicals has been leaking in the ground for a long time. Well, these contractors come in and they dug it all up and they fixed it and they were out. Guess what? They did not fix it. It was still leaking. Millions, maybe even billions gallons of hazard chemicals that was leaking in the groundwater. Cleaning chemicals, all kinds of chemicals leaked into the groundwater. Well, that's not all. You know, they use the groundwater to make the baby food, and the water comes out of the ground. So, of course, it could be a good possibility that it got into baby food. Really good possibility. And one other thing I want to mention is asbestos. That plant is loaded with asbestos. And the electricians and plumbers and janitors have had to work around this. They've had crews come in and take the asbestos down and put insulation in place. But after they were done, the janitors had to go in there and clean up the asbestos. And I don't know that much about asbestos, but let me tell you, I know there's schools that have found it in schools, and the whole school clears out. Nobody's allowed in that building, in the whole school, at all. Until it's taken care of, cleaned. But this isn't the case at Gerber Nestle. They have had people come in there, take it out, and put up the new insulation, and they kept people there working, and also they kept production running. Now, don't take my word for it, but if you look up on different YouTube sites, look up asbestos. The fibers of asbestos will be in the air for days. They're so light, so tiny. And, with them keeping people there working and production running and the hazardous chemicals in the water, I can show the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, right where these leaks were that had leaked in the ground for years. I have no problem of telling them at all. And I'm telling the truth. And if anybody needs me for any court battles or anything, I would be glad to be a witness. You have any questions? My email is rhayman62@hotmail.com. And I'm just telling things that went on there when I was working there. And you know, this is just the tip of the iceberg. I've got so much more. And I'm having problems deciding what I want to put on next. I know I got some real doozies coming up that you're going to be interested in seeing. One thing that will be down the line here will be proof on something that I want to show you guys. You ain't going to believe it. You will not believe it. But I have proof of something. And then you can make up your mind what you think. But I'm not going to talk about that right now. There's a whole bunch of things I could talk about, but I'm not going to talk about that now. So just to let you know about the hazard chemicals that Gerber Nestle has let seep into the groundwater, and snuck contractors in there to fix it. See, they didn't want the public to know about it. It was all hush-hush. Another scandal that they got away with. Okay, thank you. You'll see me down the road. I've got to do what I have to do. And I told them I wasn't going to let this go. Thank you for watching. Send me comments. Thank you.